Hey, welcome back to IntyCenter, everybody, for this week's whip around Fidus. We start this week with the new look San Francisco 6 Demonbags of Chinatown and some actual offensive firepower to back them. The Demonbags scored 8 runs on 11 hits, although to them, probably feel like 11 hits with the way their offense has been going this year. They got a homer from newcomer Todd Helton, who also doubled. They got 7 2/3 steady innings from ace Sandy Koufax. They take the series opener 8-2 over CRAC. It was a day of offense for the family Madrigal as well, as they turned 12 hits into 10 runs. John Riley, George Gore, and the American male, Scotty Riggs Stevenson, each had 2 hits, including a homer for Gore. They downed the Orange Barrels 10-3. A 5-run eighth featuring a grand slam from Tip O'Neill saw a shack of their own rally to tie it up with Let's Play 2 6-6. But in the 11th inning, Ernie Banks hits a 2-run homer. Ross Barnes drives in a run at the bottom of the 11th, but it's not enough. LPT survive and take the opener 8-7. That was the infamous win probability chart of doom that I posted in the thread. Now, on day 2, we find out the mirage of hitting wouldn't last even 2 days for the Demonbags, as Garrett Cole completely shuts down San Francisco and proved himself to maybe, just maybe, be an ace after all. Cole blinked the Demonbags for 7 innings, giving up just 2 hits. Sparky Lyle kept them off the board the rest of the way. Fernando Valenzuela, he was the hard luck loser, giving up 2 runs, only one of them earned, on 5 hits across 8 innings. He takes the loss thanks to a Joe Morgan solo homer and an Al Kaline RBI single. The enhancers in Game of Throws, they combined for 5 homers in their second game. Archie Vaughn and Home Run Baker touched them all for the throws, while the performance enhancers got a grand slam from Dick Allen plus homers from Nomar and Mike Piazza in the 8th to take the lead. They hold on and win that one 7-6. Bob Gibson put on a heck of a show for his team against Amazings. He tosses a complete game shutout for the Gales in November. He allows just 5 hits. He strikes out 6. He walks 1. Robinson Cano homers to back him, and the Gales take that game 6-0. New look for Sithi, but same old bullpen. They took a 5-3 lead at the bottom of the 8th, where Dennis Eckersley gave up doubles to Honus Wagner and George Brett to open the inning, and a 2-out single from Heavy Johnson tied the game and chased Eckersley. In the bottom of the 9th, it's a walk-off 3-run homer from Wagner. That sealed Sithi's fate. They fall 8-5. A little bit of good news, though. Max Scherzer finally has as many wins as he does eye colors. He gets the win as every City Bandwagoners downs the Mother Boys 4-2. I'm sorry, Mandalore Baby Yoda's Mother Boys, whatever. Scherzer tossed 7 innings, giving up 2 runs on 7 hits. Lou Gehrig homer, but the big hit for the Bandwagoners came in the 8th inning when who else? Stephen Kwan hit a bases-loaded double, scoring 3 and getting himself thrown into third, trying to stretch it after the 3rd run scored. Nolan Arenado hit a grand slam homer in the 4th, and Joey Votto and Frankie Fish hit 2 and 3-run homers, respectively, in the 6th. Babe Ruth tossed a complete game, and Amazings absolutely pummeled the Gales in November 12-2. Before we switch up dance partners, let's get to some trivia answers. We posted 5 additional questions in the thread. Nobody answered any of them. 1 free Inty buck to the first viewer to come back to the thread and post the correct answers to all 5. They are in order: Herb Score, Tom Foley, Jay Buhner, Yandy Diaz, and Nick Swisher. So take those answers back, get yourself a free Inty buck, or if you're Juliet watching this, spoil it for somebody else. On to those new dance partners. Larry Walker hit 2 homers. He drives in 6 runs. That was enough for performance enhancers to top the Bandwagoners 8-3 in their series opener. Amazings were down 3-0 heading into the 6th, and Fergie Jenkins was cruising for Let's Play 2. Was cruising. Nolan Arenado hit a bases-loaded and bases-clearing double to tie the game at 3. And if I had a nickel for every time I recapped a game on IntyCenter this week where someone hit a bases-loaded 3-run double and then got thrown at 3rd, I'd have 2 nickels. And that isn't much, but it is odd that it's happened twice in 1 week of Fidus baseball. Arenado would get a 4th RBI later in the game on a sac fly on the bottom of the 8th, and Amazings would take that one 4-3. Performance enhancers kicked 3 field goals, but gave up 2 touchdowns, and I feel dirty making an American football reference. Oh well, gotta play to the audience sometimes. They drop a high-scoring affair, 14-9 to the Bandwagoners. Lou Gehrig had 5 ribbies to pace the Bandwagoners, who chased Pud Galvin in the second inning, thanks to 4 unearned runs coming in that second inning after an Eddie Collins error opened the door. Willie Mays homered off Aroldis Chapman with 2 outs in the 9th inning, but alas, much like another dramatic homer off Aroldis Chapman, this one didn't lead to victory. Chapman retired Edgar Martinez to hang on and get the win for Game of Thrones, 5-4. A walk-off passed ball. You heard that right. A walk-off passed ball doomed a stellar night from Greg Maddux. Maddux tossed 8 2/3 innings. He gave up 2 runs. Only one of them was earned on 8 hits. And he took the loss as Lefty Grove goes 5 innings, giving up 1 run on 3 hits. Brad Lidge, Sam McDowell, and Francisco Rodriguez kept Let's Play 2 off the board from there. Other than the walk-off pass ball, the only runs of the game were a Javi Baez solo homer and a Joey Votto RBI single. Another pitcher's duel, this time between the Demonbags. Of course, they'd be involved in one, and the I-75 Orange Barrels. Sandy Koufax tosses 8. He gives up 1 run on 2 hits. Cliff Lee goes 7 and gives up 1 run on 3 hits. The Barrels, they get to the Demonbags' pen, scoring a run off of Ron Guidry. The Demonbags also got to the OB's pen, getting a run off of Roger Clemens. Big Ed Delahunty, Cleveland native, by the way, drives in both of the Demonbags' run. They win that one 2. My notes say 2-1. It must have been 3-2. I don't know. I'm dealing with a non-COVID cold. Sue me. We'll end this week out in Hawaii. Not trusting her bullpen, Dottie Hinson sends Smokey Joe Wood out to work the 9th up 6-0. Double, single, strikeout, single, single, and we had a run in and the bases loaded for Shane Mack. Hinson still wouldn't go to the pen, and given the track record, who can blame her? Wood, though, he repays her confidence. He strikes out Mack. He gets Carlos Correa to ground out. And feels odd to say it about a 5-run victory, but Sithi, hang on for the close clench your butt cheeks 5-run win. That'll do it this week for IntyCenter, and we'll catch you next time for another whip around. Fidus.